Okay, let's face it. This cup of coffee right here is simply for effect. It's freezing cold outside, and I want to get back in by the fireplace and resume the rest of my Sunday. But I have a good story to tell you first. Today, I published my Sunday Morning Joe post, which is called Discomfort is the Right Path. And it talks a little bit about thresholds. Actually, it talks a lot about thresholds and how to more deeply push yourself. And I want to tell you this story that happened to me just last week while I was out for a run along the Tennessee River in Chattanooga. So it was a 13-mile run. It was my long run of the week, and 13 miles is a pretty good distance. About a half mile into the run, I knew I was feeling pretty good, and I picked up the pace a little bit. Then, after about 3 or 4 miles of running at a pretty strong pace, it began to occur to me that maybe I wouldn't be able to sustain this pace and keep it up for the whole run. So I kept going at this pace, and then I had an idea. When I got to about the halfway mark, and I knew that I still had another 6.5 miles to go, I ran about the first mile of the second half at the same pace, and then I picked up the pace. And that was a game change for me. I don't normally do that, but I was thinking, what's the worst that could happen? Maybe I would walk in if I had to, or maybe I'd miss a few phone calls that I had scheduled for later because the run would take me longer than I thought. But I had to change something because I knew if I just stayed at that relatively hard pace that I probably would really begin to wonder whether I could survive. But by going harder, I actually almost tricked myself and got into a different zone and broke a barrier that I never thought I could beat in a 13-mile run. So it was very exciting, and I was thinking this was really the motivation for today's post and why I wanted to share this story with you. That I think in today's post I put out a challenge and for you to look for opportunities in your daily life. Maybe it's going to the spin class and seeing if you can push your intervals a little bit harder. Maybe it is that weekly conversation that you have at work where you get a little bit beat up on and how you go about changing that. It takes doing something very uncomfortable to actually make the progress that you want to make, and how you put yourself in the position to do that and how you prepare yourself to do that. That is the big call to action. It's something that I work on with my clients. It's something that I work on for myself, and it's a never-ending process of just remembering to say there is always a deeper level and to make those changes that really matter, that we have to put ourselves in a position of discomfort. I'm going back inside now and get back to the fireplace. Wishing you guys a great day wherever you happen to be.